Good morning, everyone. Last class we have discussed about different types of DC generators and the voltage and current equivalence of DC generators and their problems. And in today's class we have discussed about different types of losses occur in DC machines. What are the different types of losses? So actually we know that different types of losses are copper losses, iron losses, and different mechanical losses. But in there there are different types of classification of losses are. See, these are the total losses in DC generators. What is first copper loss? In copper loss, there are again divided into three types of losses. One is series field loss, shunt field loss, and armature copper loss. See here, in series in copper losses there are three types of losses: armature copper loss, and shunt field copper loss, and series field copper loss. In iron losses is nothing but another name for iron losses is core loss. Right? In these are two types of losses. One is hysteresis loss and another one is eddy current loss. In mechanical losses there are frictional loss and windage losses. These are the total losses in DC generator. Actually the losses are classified into three types. One is copper loss, iron loss or core loss, and mechanical loss. Copper loss again classified into three types: armature copper loss, shunt field copper loss, and series field copper loss. Next, iron loss. Iron loss is classified into two types. One is hysteresis loss and eddy current loss. And mechanical loss is classified into two types: friction loss and windage loss. These are the total losses occurred in DC generators. Right? It is copper loss. Copper loss is mainly we are using copper at windings, armature winding or field winding. Right? If series field is occurred, series field copper loss. If shunt field is there, shunt field copper loss. If armature is there, armature copper loss. Actually, what is copper loss? Copper loss is the term often given to heat produced by the electric current in the conductors or windings due to the resistance in the winding wire. So if the resistance is already in the conductor, for the conductor, when we are giving the electrical supply to the conductor, the heat is produced. The loss is developed. The loss is called as copper loss. The copper loss is the term often given to heat produced by the electric current in the conductors due to the resistance in the winding. So if the what is the actual formula for copper loss is I square R. See here, copper loss. Copper loss occur in three ways. Yeah, one is armature. Here it is armature. So here it is armature. So armature copper loss, right? And field copper loss. Here it is. This is the field copper loss. Brush loss. Here again brush. So this is the commutator. In commutator there will be a brush. So this is the brush counter. Suppose if field copper loss is there, suppose it is a series field copper loss, it is a shunt motor, shunt generator, it is a shunt field copper loss. Here it is, here it is, this is the armature. In the armature it is a winding, copper winding, it is armature winding. For armature winding, here it is a loss known as armature copper loss, that is I square A or A. Why it is A means here it is a armature. A means armature current. Already we know the derivations. Suppose it is a shunt motor, right? Here it is a armature, right? So it current is armature current. Armature current is this IA square RA. Armature having some resistance, that is resistance of armature having some resistance, that is RA. So total armature copper loss is formula is I square A RA. This is loss up to 30 to 40% of full load losses. Yeah, total 100% loss is the output. So in that output, so the loss is up to 30% to 40% of full load copper loss. Next, field copper loss. Field, here it is a, this is the field winding. This is the field, these are the poles, 4 poles. In the poles we have some winding, that called winding is called field winding. The winding is copper, so here it is, the winding is called field winding, field copper loss. In shunt generator, the field copper loss is ISH or ISH square RSH. Here the same formula. The formula is I square R. Copper loss is formula is I square R for everything. But in shunt motor, that is ISH or ISH. Suppose it is series field, IH square or SSC. But it is armature, IA square RA, like that. Formula will be same. Field copper loss is ISH square RSH, right? So actually ISH, I into R, the formula again write into ISH into RSH. ISH into RSH means that is voltage, V into ISH. The formula again written as ISH square, ISH into ISH into RSH. That V into I into R means voltage. So here it is V into ISH. Where RSH is the shunt field resistance. Suppose it is a shunt motor, field resistance is shunt field resistance, that is RSH. Shunt field copper loss is practically constant. The shunt generator, the shunt field copper loss is always constant. In series generators, same formula. In series generators, field copper loss is ISC square RSC. ISC square into RSC. Here RSC is the series field resistance. Field copper loss is about 20 to 30%. Here it is, field copper loss is 20 to 30% of the full load copper loss, and the armature copper loss is 30 to 40% of full load copper loss. Here brush contact loss. Brush contact loss, this loss is due to brush contact resistance, right? When the brush is touched with the commutator, the loss will occur. Actually that will produce some spark, that is called some loss. It is usually included in the armature copper loss, right? Next again, iron losses. Iron loss or core losses, anything, both are same. Due to the rotation of the iron core in the magnetic field, some losses takes place in the armature core, and they are known as iron loss or core losses. Due to the rotation of the iron core, magnetic field is developed, some losses takes place in the armature core. These losses known as iron loss or core losses. Iron losses consist of hysteresis loss and eddy current loss. In the classification of iron loss, already we have studied. The iron loss is classification into two types. One is hysteresis loss and another one is eddy current loss. Here it is hysteresis loss. Why hysteresis loss is occurred means, hysteresis means lag behind. So when the core is designed with iron, right? So in this the core is lamination. The lamination of core is available. So these loss are eliminate. So the hysteresis means lag behind. Here it is. Hysteresis means heat produced by the magnets. So some heat from that heat the loss will be occurred. Here it is shows it is low hysteresis loss and high hysteresis loss. Low hysteresis loss means startingly it goes upward and coming to like this. So here it. So these are the magnetic properties. And hysteresis loss. Hysteresis loss is a heat loss caused by the magnetic properties of the armature. The loss is mainly depends on heat loss caused by the magnetic properties, because it is produced in the field winding. So it is a loss due to heat. This loss due to reversal of magnetization of armature core. The reversal of this loss due to reversal of magnetization of armature core. Already we are studied in the first yoke the property of the reversal of the flux, like that. This is loss due to reversal of magnetization of armature core. When the armature core is in magnetic field, the particles of the core tend to when the armature core is in magnetic field, the magnetic field particles of the core tend to line up with the magnetic field. When the armature core is rotating, its magnetic fields keep changing the direction. The continuous movement of the magnets particles as they try to align themselves with the magnetic field produces molecular friction. When the armature is rotating, the magnetic fields keep changing, fields north pole to south pole to north pole. The continuous movement of the magnetic particles as they try to align themselves with the magnetic field to produce some molecular friction. This is in turn produces heat, so the power is lost in the form of heat. So from that heat, in that friction, the heat will be developed. For that heat, the losses will be developed. This losses mainly depends on the volume of iron core, right, and the maximum flux density and the frequency of the magnetic reversals, right. Grade of the iron core. The hysteresis loss is given by Stevens formula. The hysteresis loss is WH, right. WH means hysteresis. Here loss is denoted as W. Loss is WH equal to N, that is N is constant. Here N is constant for N is equal to Stevens constant. The B is the maximum flux density, and the F is the frequency, V is the volume of the iron core. Here V is volume of iron core in meter cube, and the efficiency N is Stevens hysteresis coefficient, that is a constant. To reduce the hysteresis loss, the silicon steel laminations are used, right. Silicon steel laminations are used. If the lamination is not, if the laminations are not using in the iron, the loss will be more. So we have to laminate the field steels. So annealing process also reduces the hysteresis loss. These are the single steel plate. These are the different types of core, right. Here one CRGO electrical steel laminate. CRGO means cold rolled gain oriented. Next, eddy current loss. Eddy current loss means swill or whirlpool, right. These are the loss are also reduced by laminating the core. When the armature core rotates, it cuts the magnetic field. When the armature core rotates, it cuts the magnetic flux. Hence, an EMF induced in the body of the core due to Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. This EMF set up large currents in the body of the core due to its small resistance. Actually, this armature having some small resistance, but that heavy current will be produced. This current is known as eddy current. The power loss due to flow of eddy current is known as eddy current loss. The power loss due to flow of eddy current is known as eddy current loss. Eddy current loss is considerably high in solid iron core is used. If the eddy current can be reduced by using laminated core, right. Here single core is used. For that, the loss will be more. If the lamination core means single plates is available, so that for using this lamination core, the eddy currents will be reduced. Here it shows the figure. It is a solid iron core, and here it is lamination core. These are the currents, eddy currents, right. Eddy current loss depends on volume of iron, the maximum flux density, and the frequency of the magnetic reversals, and the thickness of each lamination. Here volume is V, flux density means B, volume means V, maximum flux density B, the frequency F, and the thickness T. The formula for eddy current loss, WE, E means eddy current, here K is some constant, B is the maximum flux density, F is the frequency, T is the thickness, V is the volume of the core. B is the maximum flux density, the frequency of magnetic revolvers, and the T is the thickness of each lamination, V is the volume of the armature core. K is the some constant, Siemens constant. Core losses, hysteresis and eddy current losses are practically constant for shunt and compound generators, as the field current is approximately constant. The important point is here, the hysteresis and eddy current losses are practically constant for shunt motors and compound shunt generators and compound generators, as the field current is approximately constant. Only in series field only they have hysteresis and eddy current losses. Iron loss is about 20 to 30%. Mechanical, these losses consist of frictional and windage losses. These losses consist of frictional loss and windage loss. Frictional loss is due to friction at bearings and brushes, means vibration. Friction loss is due to friction at bearings and brushes. Windage loss is due to windage of the rotating machine. When the machine is rotates, some losses occur. There is losses known as windage loss. The friction means at the bearings and brushes there will be a small vibration, that is loss is known as frictional loss. Mechanical loss is about 10 to 20% of full load. So these losses very less compared to all other armature copper loss and iron losses, so very less. Frictional loss, the frictional loss occur at bearings and commutator or brushes, like here. Like this. Friction loss depends on brush pressure, coefficient of friction, type of bearing, and lubrication. Lubrication means grease or oil, and the speed. If the speed is more, friction loss also more. So brush pressure, the friction loss occurs at bearings and commutator, and the friction loss depends on brush pressure, coefficient of friction, type of bearing, lubrication, and speed. The friction loss is approximately proportional to speed, right? The speed is more, friction loss also more, because spark is also more. So windage losses, it is the power required to circulate air through the machine and ventilating ducts. Windage loss is approximately proportional to the square of the speed. So when the speed is increases, also windage loss also increases. Stray losses. In the magnetic and mechanical losses are collectively known as stray losses. Stray losses means the combination of magnetic iron losses or core losses and mechanical losses. Mechanical losses means windage loss and friction losses. These both are known as stray losses. Iron losses, core losses means hysteresis loss and eddy current. Hysteresis loss and eddy current loss and friction loss and windage losses. These four losses is known as stray losses. Stray losses is equal to hysteresis loss plus eddy current loss plus frictional loss plus windage loss. These losses known as iron losses, and these losses is known as mechanical losses. The both in combination is known as stray losses. Stray losses. Yeah, constant losses, WC. The field copper losses are constant for shunt and already we studied about this. Field copper losses are constant for shunt and compound generator. The stray losses and shunt copper losses together is known as constant loss. Constant losses means the stray losses. Already we have studied stray losses. Stray losses and shunt copper losses are together. So both this combination is known as constant losses. That is constant loss, WC equal to stray losses plus shunt field copper. Shunt field copper loss is always constant. Here it is variable. Variable losses means armature copper loss is known as variable loss because it varies with the load current. Armature is varies with the load current. That's why it is called variable loss. The total losses in DC generator is, here it is, total loss is variable loss plus constant loss. Here variable losses means I square A or only armature copper loss are variable, and the constant loss is WC. Right? WC is stray losses plus shunt field copper. Stray losses means iron losses plus mechanical loss. Iron losses means what? Iron loss means core loss, eddy current loss, iron hysteresis loss, and mechanical loss, friction loss, and windage losses. So far in that we are discussed about total loss in DC generator, copper loss, armature copper loss, series field copper loss, shunt field copper loss, and iron losses it is hysteresis loss and eddy current loss, and the mechanical losses. Mechanical losses means friction loss and windage losses. Stray losses. The stray losses is combination of iron losses and mechanical losses. Constant loss. Constant losses are only constant losses means stray losses plus shunt field copper losses. Right. Once again I am explaining you briefly total losses in DC generator. The three types of losses, that is copper loss, iron loss, and mechanical losses. The copper loss again divided into armature copper loss and shunt field copper loss and series field copper loss. Iron losses are core losses classified to hysteresis loss and eddy current loss. Mechanical loss. Mechanical losses mainly depends on friction loss and mainly classified as friction loss and windage losses. Right. What is mainly armature copper loss? Armature copper loss is means for armature there will be a winding, that armature winding. For that it will be some loss, so that is called armature copper loss. If the shunt, for AC shunt motor, the field copper loss is constant, right? And the series field copper loss, the formula for series field copper loss is IAS square RSE. For shunt field copper loss, the formula for shunt field copper loss IAS square into RSH. Armature copper loss formula is IA square into RE. IA means armature current, RA is armature resistance, right? The copper loss. The copper loss is mainly depends on the heat produced by the electric current in the conductors. Main concept of copper loss is the electric heat produced by the electric current in the conductors or windings due to the resistance of the winding. Copper loss occurs in three ways, that is armature copper loss and field copper loss and brush contact copper loss. Armature copper loss formula is IA square RA. IA equal to armature current, RA is the armature resistance. This loss is up to 30 to 40% of the full load losses. The field copper loss is occurring only field winding. In shunt generator the field winding is constant. The field copper loss formula is ISS square into RSH. That is equal to V into ISH. Already I told. Where RSH is the shunt field resistance, shunt field copper loss is practically constant. In series generator the field copper loss is ISH square into RSE, where RSE is the series field resistance. Field copper loss is about 20 to 30% of the full load loss. The brush contact loss. Brush contact loss is placed at the brushes. This loss is due to brush contact resistance. Actually, the spark will be occurred at brush, so the loss will be known as brush contact loss. It is usually included in the armature copper loss. Iron losses are due to the rotation of the iron core, the magnetic field. Some losses take place in the armature core. They are known as iron loss and copper loss. Mainly consist of hysteresis loss and eddy current. Hysteresis loss is mainly the reversal of magnetization. For that, the hysteresis losses will be developed in DC generator. The eddy current is due to lamination. The eddy currents will be reduced by using lamination core. This is the hysteresis loss. Hysteresis loss is heat losses caused by the magnetic properties of the armature. This loss is due to reversal of magnetization of the armature core. The main concept of this hysteresis loss is due to reversal of magnetization. When the armature core in the magnetic field particles core tend to line up with the magnetic field, means the change in the directions. When the armature core is rotating, the magnetic field keeps changing the direction. The continuous movement of the magnetic particles as they try to align themselves with the magnetization field that produces nuclear friction. Here the changing the directions means the reversal of the magnetization. This is in turn produces heat, so the power loss in the form of heat. Hysteresis loss depends on the main volume of the iron core, maximum flux density, and the frequency and the grade of the iron core. The formula for hysteresis loss WH equal to N into V power 1.6 maximum into 1 F into V watts. So here N is a Siemens constant, and the B is the maximum flux density, F is the frequency, and the V is the volume of the iron core. volume of iron core in meter cube, steam is constant, hysteresis constant. To reduce the hysteresis loss, silicon steel laminations are used. Annealing process also reduces the hysteresis loss. These are the core, lamination core, steel laminations. This is the eddy current loss. Eddy current loss means whirlpool, swill or whirlpool. Solid iron core, laminated. In solid iron core, the current will be more, so losses will be more. Lamination core, due to this lamination core, the losses will be less. Rotates cuts the magnet. According to Faraday's laws of magnetic induction, the current carrying conductor placed in the magnetic field, it will induce some flux, that is EMF. And due to that EMF sets large current in the armature body of the core due to its small resistance. This current is known as eddy current. This power loss due to is known as eddy current loss. This eddy current loss is considerably high if solid iron core is used. If the solid iron core is single core is used, the eddy current losses will be more. If the core is laminated, the eddy current losses will be reduced. See here, this is the core, solid iron core and laminated iron core. These losses depends on the main volume of the maximum flux density and the frequency and the thickness of the each lamination. The formula for eddy current loss is W equal to K into K is the Siemens constant, Siemens eddy current constant. B is the maximum flux density, B square maximum, F square frequency, into T square thickness, volume of the armature core. Here K is the Siemens coefficient. Core losses is hysteresis and eddy current losses are practically constants for shunt and compound wound generators. The field current is approximately constant. Shunt field losses is also constant. Iron loss is about 20 to 30% of the full load losses. Mechanical losses. These mechanical losses consist of two types. One is friction loss and another one is windage loss. The friction loss due to friction at bearings and brushings. The windage loss due to windage of the rotating machine. Mechanical loss is about 10 to 20% of the full load losses. The friction loss occur at bearings and commutator or brushes. So near the brushes and near the commutator and near the brushes, the friction loss will be occurred. Yeah, here one more. Here it is also one brush. That is also one commutator. So here these are the bearings. Here it is the commutator and brushes. The friction loss depends on brush pressure, coefficient of the friction, the speed and the type of bearing, the lubrication. The mainly speed, it will depends on the speed. The speed increases, the friction losses also increases. The friction losses is approximately proportional to speed. If the speed increases, loss also increases. The windage loss, it is the power required to circulate the air through the machine and ventilating ducts. The windage loss is approximately proportional to the square of the speed. If the speed is increases, so windage loss also increases. But the speed will be square of the windage loss. The stray loss. The stray loss is the combination of iron loss and mechanical loss. Iron loss are what the core loss. Iron loss are hysteresis loss and eddy current loss, and the mechanical loss are friction loss and windage losses. These two losses is known as stray losses. Stray losses means hysteresis loss and eddy current loss plus friction loss and windage loss. These four losses is known as stray losses. Next, constant. What is constant loss? Constant loss means stray losses plus shunt field copper losses. Shunt field copper losses, these are the constant losses. Field copper loss are constant for shunt and compound generators. The stray loss is known as shunt field copper loss, together known as constant loss or standing losses. And the next, variable loss. Variable losses is the armature copper loss, Ia square Ra is known as variable loss, because armature is varies with the load current. If the current is increases, armature also changes, the EMF also changes. So this is directly the load current is depends on the armature. So these are the variable losses. The total losses is in a DC generator is, that is variable losses plus constant losses. Variable losses is Ia square Ra and the constant loss is WC. What is constant losses? Stray losses means stray losses plus shunt field copper loss. What is stray losses? Stray losses means hysteresis losses, iron losses plus mechanical loss. What is iron losses? Iron losses is hysteresis loss and eddy current loss. The mechanical loss is friction loss and windage loss. These are all our losses are constant losses. Only variable losses are Ia square Ru. So in this class we are discussing losses in DC generator, copper losses, iron losses, mechanical losses, stray losses and constant losses. Right, thank you.